Na, wie geht's? Hey, how are you doing? This time I wanted to do something a little bit different. Most of my videos are about the multiplayer from The Last of Us, but now I wanted to make a video about the story mode. Last week I played the story mode on grounded difficulty for the first time, and while I was playing the story again, something occurred to me.
Where'd you go?
The realization that I had while playing the story was that The Last of Us Part 2 will be a better game than the first one. Probably. Hopefully. Possibly. But I'm pretty sure about it, yes. Well, I know that's a bold statement, and I do know that a lot of people are kinda worried about The Last of Us Part 2. We've got no release date yet, and there's some discussion about where the story might go, but I've got some good reasons to believe that the Part 2 will actually be a better game. I am using the word game here because I'm not sure it will be a better experience, because most people who've played the first game had a near perfect experience. But as a game, Part 1 had some serious flaws, and I will discuss some of those flaws in this video. Alright, most of the problems only come to light when you play on a higher difficulty, or if you have some experience in the multiplayer.
Hold it steady.
But after playing the story mode again, I'm kind of convinced that some of the problems in the multiplayer might not be caused just by lag, but by some flaws in the game itself.
Easy. Gotcha.
Okay, before I will show you some examples of what I mean, don't get your panties in a knot. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the game, I really like the story and I play the multiplayer a lot. But I think it's okay to discuss some flaws in a game, even though I love it very much. So let's get into this. Let's start with the combat. We'll do the melee combat first, shall we? Yeah, most of the combat in The Last of Us is pretty fun, but here we've got an example of the melee combat on stairs. Yeah, don't try to stab him on the stairs, it doesn't work. And it's not just Ellie having difficulties with the melee combat. Here's Joel sneaking up on an opponent with a one-hit stick. And that's 1, 2, 3 strikes and you're out. Alright, that didn't go as planned, but you get the idea. It wasn't exactly flawless there. Alright, let's move on to the shooting then. Here we've got Ellie with a hunting rifle. Aiming and shooting. Yeah, well, this clicker was immune to bullets apparently. Yeah, it's not just the melee combat or the shooting. Here we've got an example of David, who is a master of teleportation. Oh my god, I hate this guy. Okay, we're moving on to some other difficulties in the game. Here we've got Tommy, who is playing a game of peekaboo with Joel. There he goes. And let's do it again. Yeah, there he comes. Peekaboo! Yes, in this example, Tommy got stuck on a crate, which basically caused the game to glitch out, and I had to restart the level. Which is not a big problem usually, but if you're playing on grounded, and all the other examples were on grounded as well, it can be kind of annoying and it can break the immersion as well. Yeah, here's another example. The story of The Last of Us is great, the characters are very well developed, the dialogue is amazing, and it's very immersive, but some of the NPCs are not that well developed. I mean, look at this guy cleaning up the post-apocalypse. He's really going tryhard here, but somehow the interaction with him kind of breaks the immersion a bit. Yeah, go for it, buddy. Good job. GG. Well, that brings me to one of the more serious issues that I have with the game, and that is the AI. In this example, I'm basically looking for Ellie because I seem to have lost her. I can't see her anywhere. Ellie? You? Ellie? There she is. Yes. Right next to the enemy. Okay. So we've seen some examples of flaws in the game, and I can guarantee you I didn't really have to look far. I just recorded some random examples. But why do we actually love this game so very much then? Well, because of scenes like this.
That was kind of awesome.
Well, first time seeing a monkey?
First time seeing a monkey.
And because Naughty Dog had so much attention to detail in this game. Here is an example of Ellie picking up the toy in the toy store, and she makes sure that Joel doesn't see her. I'm pretty sure most people didn't see that the first time around playing this game. Ellie, what did you do? Nothing? So I've given you some examples of flaws in the game, but why is it that most of us still remember the first game as being
Perfect.
Yes, most of us remember the first game as being perfect, almost a flawless game. We are almost like Ellie in the next scene.
Check it out.
Finish him.
The screen turns dark. Angel Knives' blades begin to glow. She pierces his torso again and again until his heart flies right out of his chest. She winds back her leg and roundhouses his head clean off. A geyser of blood covers the entire playing field.
Oh, nice.
That is an ultra kill. Angel Knives throws her fists in the air. You win.
Fuck yeah, I win.
Wanna try it?
Somehow our memory of the game is that of a perfect experience.
You ready for this?
What are we doing?
But as I stated before, it might be a perfect experience, but it's far from a perfect game.
No, you got this. Go. What the heck? This is awesome. Oh, man.
Yes, as an experience, it is awesome.
Come on, get up here. Sit next to me.
All right, wait up. No. I just got on.
Live!
Phooey.
Well, I loved it. So there.
Yes, I also loved it very much, despite some clunky combat. Some glitches, maybe. Some frustrating moments on grounded difficulty. This guy, obviously, my god. I loved it, despite having to restart sometimes, or having the game crash on me on grounded difficulty just before the end of the hospital. Thank you very much. Despite some weird NPCs and despite the awful AI in this game. I'm very sorry, it's awful. Oh, and I didn't mention the boring, repetitive puzzles. Please, Naughty Dog, no more letters in TLOU Part 2.
So, is everything you were hoping for?
It's got its ups and downs. But you can't deny the view, though.
No, you can't deny the view, and you also cannot deny the quality of the first game. And I'm very much looking forward to part 2. And if Naughty Dog manages to keep up the great storytelling and improve on the gameplay, then the game will be elevated to new heights. And I am convinced that TLOU Part 2 will be the better game.
All right, come on.